Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. For more videos like this, also watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff. My youngest son's channel, He Needs Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Today we're going to be talking about succulents, so please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's dive in. Succulents are low maintenance plants that both experienced gardeners and beginners can grow inside their homes. Some prefer shade, some thrive sitting on windowsills, and many are safe to grow around pets. Add more life to your living space without the mess and maintenance of other indoor plants. Use this helpful guide to the different types of succulents to grow in your home and start enjoying a variety of these appealing plants. Low light varieties. Low light varieties of succulents can grow in posture in direct light, but low light is a bit of a misnomer since most succulents still require hours of sunlight as long as you have space near a window. They're perfect for adding a bit of color to your bedroom, office, or living room. Popular varieties include Census Terror, Aloe, and Black Prince. You can consider adding the flowering, beautiful, hardy, low-light succulents to your home. Aloe. There are dozens of different aloe plants for beginner, intermediate, and experienced succulent growers. And one of the most popular varieties is the Lance Aloe, or Aloe articula. This succulent develops crisp triangular leaves with white speckles and a white border. The leaves grow outward in a starburst cluster. As it matures, it can grow up to be 8 inches tall and bloom with orange and red flowers in the summer. Lance also needs several hours of full or partial sunlight every day to thrive, and it grows best in USDA plant hardiness zone 7 to 10, but it can also grow in warm home interiors across America. As long as the soil is a well-draining cactus or succulent mix, it can grow in acid, alkaline, or neutral soil. You can grow this plant on your desk, bedside table, or a windowsill. We recommend placing it near south-facing windows to maximize sunlight. Especially, however, if you live in a colder climate, move the plant away from windy windows that have a draft. In that case, you need to strike the right balance between warmth and sunlight exposure. Almost all succulents are vulnerable to root decay from overwatering, so let the soil dry out between watering cycles. Everclever Black Prince. When you think of succulents, the classic look of Everclever might spring to mind. These succulents have pointy, flashy leaves that grow outward and upward in a tight cluster. Everclever's Black Prince is a twindy variety of Everclever, recognizable due to its abrupt color gradient. Coloration can vary from simply green to purple and green to a vivid array of hues. In many cases, the leaves dramatically change from a bright green in the center to a dark croppy purple at the tips. You might also see the succulent called Black Hens and Chicks, or just Black Eclaira. Black eclairs only grow 4 inches in diameter, so these pocket-sized plants are the perfect addition to tiny spots on a desk or windowsill. While the plants are low maintenance, they can be temperamental. They die when exposed to chilly temperatures, and their dramatic color will fade if they're exposed to too much sunlight. To keep these plants healthy, place them near a south-facing or west-facing window where there's plenty of indirect sunlight. Jade plant. Jade plants are hardy succulents that tolerate a wide range of shade conditions with different plant care and attention. They can grow up to 6 feet tall, yet they only grow 2 inches per year. These plants get their name from the deep jewel green coloring of their thick oval leaves. The thick leaves hold the plant's water, so the roots only need infrequent but deep watering. Like most succulents, jade trees prefer full sunlight, but they can grow in most conditions aside from heavy shade. Try to give them a couple of hours of bright and direct shade every day. If you grow your succulents indoors, jade plants can live up to 70 years, so you may have a new plant companion for decades if you give it proper sunlight and attention. Oxtongue, Sandstoreva, ZZ plant, pet safe variety succulents are beautiful and hardy plants, but one thing could prevent them from being the perfect houseplant. Many varieties are toxic for cats and dogs, so you must be careful about where you grow them and only place them where your pets can't reach them. If you want to grow succulents in spaces you share with a cat or dog, consider these pet safe varieties: Bruno's Tail, Easter cactus, Hawthorna, Lithops, Ponytail palm. Fast growing varieties: Ghost plant, Hens and chicks, Jelly bean plant, Mother of thousands, String of pearls. Soil mix for succulents. All succulents need well-draining soil that can dry out. If the soil holds on to too much moisture, the roots can rot, damaging or killing the succulents. We recommend purchasing a potting mix made for cacti for a quick and easy solution. This soil is thin, coarse, and doesn't retain moisture. If you want to make your own potting mix, combine porous potting soil, sand, and perlite in a 3-to-1 ratio. Don't add vermiculite to the soil mix. You can also mix small rocks into the soil. Cover the soil with decorative rocks after potting your plant, or even plant succulents in a rock garden. For very water-intolerant succulents, we recommend adding a little extra perlite to a cactus or succulent potting mix. Perlite improves soil drainage and reduces soil compaction. Propagating succulents. Part of the fun of owning succulents is that you can propagate them and grow a bigger collection, or give them to friends and family. Most succulents are easy to propagate, and some even require it depending on the plant. You can propagate it through cuttings, leaves, and offshoots. Cuttings. Spewing succulents or succulents with long stems propagate through cuttings. Cut a length of stem below a bud. Then let the cut end dry and develop a callus. Remove any leaves on the bottom 2 inches of the stem and pot the cutting in fresh, well-draining soil. Leaves. Many succulents such as jelly bean plants and mother of thousands can propagate from their leaves. Simply allow the leaf into callus. Dip it in rooting hormone and plant it in or on the soil. Offshoots, also called offshoots or pups, are easy to propagate. They may already have their own root systems, in which case you can carefully detangle the offshoots roots from the main plant and repot it. If the pup doesn't have roots, treat it like a cutting. Troubleshooting succulents. For most succulents, the biggest danger is overwatering. The soil should be thoroughly dried before you consider watering a succulent, and this can take around 2 weeks. If you overwater the plant, the soil will constantly be moist, and root rot will set in. Rotting succulent roots look black or dark brown. Try to catch root rot before it spreads and turns your succulent stems or leaves yellow. To treat root rot, try these solutions. Unpot the plant and allow the roots to dry out in the air on a flat surface. This can take a couple of days. For large plants, trim off the rotten roots roughly 1/2 inch above the visible damage. You can do this with smaller plants, but you may have to cut the entire root system. Allow the cut ends to callus over before replanting. If your plant is suffering from root rot, but you haven't overwatered it, consider adding powdered sulfur to the soil and dusting your plant's roots with it. A light amount of sulfur can kill fungi and bacterial microbes. Sometimes succulents can receive too much direct sunlight and get a sunburn, especially if they're planted outside. If the leaves look burned or blotched, move the plants to partial sunlight or consider growing them indoors. Other recommendation: choosing the right succulents to grow can make the process more fun and successful, as well as keep your household pets safe. We recommend identifying your hardiness zone. If you want to plant your succulents outdoors, then choose the succulents that fit your style and level of gardening experience. For beginners, we recommend starting with low-maintenance varieties such as fast-growing or low-light achiever hardy snake plants, and even hardier ZZ plants. You can also try jelly bean plants and string a pearl succulents, which need a bit more attention but grow quickly. Types of succulents to grow. FAQ: what are the most common indoor succulents? The most common indoor succulents include aloe plants, snake plants, and string of pearls plants. These succulents are popular because they're low maintenance and easy to grow. How do I know if my succulent is healthy or stressed? You can tell if your succulent is healthy or stressed based on its coloring and growth. Succulents that aren't getting the right amount of sunlight will fade or burn. Stems will also become leggy if there isn't enough sunlight. If your succulent is yellowing, it's likely getting too much water and its roots might be rotting. What temperatures do succulents prefer? Succulent plants prefer temperatures between 40 degrees and 80 degrees. Outdoor plants in hot climates need partial shade, and most succulents are valuable to cold temperatures or frost. How much sunlight do indoor succulents need? Most indoor succulents need at least 6 hours of bright and direct sunlight. Try to place your succulents within 3 feet of south-facing or west-facing windows. What soil should I use for succulents? Use a well-draining soil for succulents. Ideal soil mixes have a combination of coarse, grainy soil or gravel and perlite. You can purchase a cactus potting mixture or make your own succulent potting soil. Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.